If you have pain on the inside of your knee, a likely cause for this is a strain to a ligament called your medial collateral ligament, or MCL. We will go through likely causes of this, how to know it's the MCL that's affecting you, and what exercises you can do to help improve it. Firstly, some anatomy, so everything we are going to talk about makes sense. The MCL crosses the knee on the inside, and a common cause of injury for this is a blow to the knee from the outside, forcing the knee in, causing either a strain or tearing to the ligament and therefore pain. That motion of the knee going inwards we call a valgus knee, and this valgus pressure bringing on pain is an indication that it is the MCL that's affecting you. The main way to test this would be a clinician testing it, but you can also do it for yourself by planting your foot and keeping it there and then adding pressure inside, or by bending the knee and allowing it to travel in. The gold standard would be an MRI confirming MCL involvement, along with these tests being positive. We are going through exercises and treatment for this where surgery isn't indicated and the ligament is still intact. Even though not needing surgery, this can still take a good length of time to fully get better. Depending on the severity, you'll normally be looking at multiple months, slowly working to improve things with rehab, whilst also reducing aggravating factors. So we have 5 exercises that you can try for this. Exercise 1, you want to be laid down for this, so not taking any weight through the leg. Then gently slide the heel back, go as far back as you can tolerate, no more than a 3 out of 10 on pain, and then return to the start. The deeper flexion can be aggravating, but you don't want to avoid it, otherwise everything will tighten up and it'll be harder to get that position back. Gradually tease it, working to get further and further into the bend. Exercise 2, again, you can be laid down for this, keep your legs straight and lifted up. Slight hold at the top and gradually lower. As soon as you touch the bed, lift it back up. This is a great way to keep the quad strong while recovering without aggravating things. For exercise 3, further into the rehab, as things start to settle, you can start to progress things. A great one for this is to find a shallow box or height, and on a single leg, slowly lower until the other heel touches the floor. As soon as it does, stand back up. You want to make sure that the knee isn't going into that valgus position, as it may be aggravating, as mentioned before. And this exercise helps work on the control and position of the leg, while strengthening the glute and the quad. You can progress this as things are improving to a higher box, so you get more of a bend, or by adding weight. Exercise number 4, laying on your back with your feet up on a box, and you'll lift your bum off the floor. Great for working the hamstrings and glutes to keep them strong. For this, having your legs further out does make it harder, but can reduce the irritation on the MCL. As things improve with it, you can bend it more and progress by going onto a single leg or going into a hip thrust position, or by adding weight. For exercise number 5, you can do this throughout the rehab, but we'll just be changing the range. So it's working on squats, but when things are at a very early stage, you may just want to be sticking to exercise 1 if that's all you can tolerate, or start to progress this by just going into a very shallow range. And all through the progressions, make sure you're avoiding that valgus knee. To progress work on this, slowly increase the range, again making sure not going over 3 out of 10 for pain. Then, when getting a good range, you can start working on adding load and building it up as you start to get back to normal. Following getting this back, it will then be moving more on to return to sport stuff, if that's something that you need. There are other things that could help in your recovery journey, including strapping to help with stabilization. You just don't want to become reliant on this and only using it if definitely needing it. You're better off working on reducing the things that irritate it instead, which we discuss in a lot more detail in this video here, including how to plan out the reps and sets for the exercises so you can progress in the most safe and effective manner.